I bought every Minecraft accessory for the Nintendo Switch, but I don't think most of them are legal, and some of them just shouldn't exist. Seriously, I don't know who is making some of these. So without further ado, let's get started. First up, probably one of the coolest controllers I own. This is the PDP Minecraft Realms Clear Controller. It is, like I said, the coolest Nintendo Switch controller I think I've ever laid my hands on. But before we test this out, we gotta see what some reviews say. Christine says, waste! Does not even work. Thank you for being so broad. Let's keep looking. Charger stopped working. It won't plug in. The internal charger is cheaply made. You can't contact manufacturer. It's not legit. Buy a real Nintendo branded controller. The internal charger? You mean the battery? Iberios says, still waiting for my return. The remote did not work with my device. We returned it the same day, received. And it has been 11 days and we still haven't received our credit back yet. We have never had any problems with this level of untimeliness with any other seller. Untimeliness? Is that actually a word? Untimeliness?
Yeah, I think it is.
Well, okay then. And finally, from Not Happy, they say, scam. Worked at first, then after battery died, it wouldn't charge up again. Scam. All right, so we gotta test this out. Now, you might notice, unlike some of the other products I usually test, this is already open. I've been using this for over a year at this point. Now, first off, I gotta debunk one of the reviews right now. This technically isn't a Nintendo branded controller, but it is licensed by Nintendo, so I feel like that should count. Nintendo has their stamp of approval on this accessory. I think we're in the clear on that one, so that review was busted. First of all though, before we tested it, we gotta look at it because my goodness, it looks so nice. As we can see, it's clear. It's got green analog sticks and little green buttons on the top, and then the face buttons are also brown, and we can tell that this is for a Nintendo Switch controller because, you know, A and B are in the right place. That's always good. As I've said, this is a clear case. It's got this like design right on the outside. We got a Minecraft design on the inside, like as if we're in an actual Minecraft world. I know, it's crazy. But my favorite part of this entire controller, which is just so funny to me, is Steve is inside the controller. Look at him go! Now, I have a couple complaints, I guess, with this Steve. First of all, why is he wearing full diamond armor except for the boots? Like, bro couldn't cough up 4 diamonds? Come on now. He's got a golden sword as well. Like, come on. It's also kind of cool because on the back, it shows the whole circuit board or the motherboard or whatever it's called, and the battery that supposedly dies all the time. So yeah, I just think it's a really cool controller, but we're not done yet. So right now, it's dead. So let's take my Switch 2 out. As we can see, it is charging. There's a little light right there. Let's connect. Boom. Paired. So I strategically tried to kill this controller before I started playing the Switch to see if it would charge. And so far, it's charging. So review busted on that one as well. We can see it's on with the cute little LED there. I know it sounds like this is sponsored, but it's not. I just really like this controller a lot. Here, let's play this for a sec. I know you probably thought I'd play Minecraft. No.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Oh, we're in. It's time to game. All right, I got a couple flaws with this controller already. First of all, I don't want to say it's horrible. However, I think they've actually built this controller with little baby hands in mind because this is one of the very few controllers that I think has pretty small analog sticks. The buttons also just feel a lot cheaper. Like, it just feels cheaper. But to be fair, it is a cheaper controller, so who could have seen this coming? There's no gyro or anything, no NFC, which, whatever, that's fine. Pretty loud when I play, but I got that crank TV, it shouldn't matter too much. But the coolest feature of all, for some reason doesn't work if it's plugged in, but if I unplug it and it connects via Bluetooth, first of all, yes, the battery is still going. When you click one of the back buttons, it actually lights up on both sides. So at nighttime, when you click one of these back buttons, it's absolutely goated. It's good, I like it. So do I think this is worth 1 star? No. In fact, I would give this a solid 4 stars. And by the way, I'll be reviewing all of these accessories as well and giving them a 1 to 5 star rating. So let's keep going. Next up, oh. Looks like we got a little too wacky with that one. Let's test it out. This is a creeper headlight. I would show the front, but it has my address on it because Amazon is a bunch of goofy guys and they like to put stickers directly on the box. Like, bro, Who are you trying to impress? But anyways, it says light up headphone stand, 2 lighting modes. Now I normally read some reviews for these accessories, but on this accessory, I just could barely find any. There was no notable or interesting ones aside from people just saying how helpful it was from keeping their son's headphones off the floor. As we can see, when the headphones are off, it's not on, and then when they're on, then it's on. Let's open this up. Oh my goodness gracious. Huh. The cord is a micro USB. Who is using micro USBs these days? Absolutely nobody. Everyone's doing USB-C. That's one major red flag. Oh my goodness gracious. Right away, I gotta just say, this looks like a pretty good creeper head right now. Well, I guess we better plug it in. We'll plug it in to the Switch 2. Thus, it becomes a Nintendo Switch 2 accessory. I guess this one's the least Nintendo Switch accessory there is, but this is what came up when I typed up Nintendo Switch accessory. So obviously this is for headphones. Since I don't have headphones with me, let's put on the Switch 2. Whoa! I needed this. Now on the back, there's 2 modes. It says 1 and 2. That was 2. I wonder what 1 is. Oh, I just found out. Mode 1 is just it on. It's pretty goofy. I really don't have much to say. This was $30. I feel like I wasted my money here. I mean, it works, it functions. For 30 bucks though, I mean, 2 stars, let's keep going. All right, similar to this last one, we got this. Maybe I should stop throwing them. So anyways, similar to the last one, this isn't just a gaming headset. It's a gaming locker. Let's try it out. As we can see, it holds 10 games. I hope I have at least 10. I'm hoping there's enough space. This says for Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch, so boom, it is officially a Nintendo Switch accessory. This is meant to hold 4 controllers as well, and I think that's about it. We got the epic Minecraft designs, secure storage for headset, doors with magnetic closure for easy access, internal drawer for storage, controller holder. I'm liking this so far, but first, let's look at some of these reviews. Kelly Crosby says, finger dexterity. I have no idea where this is going. This requires more finger dexterity than anything I have ever put together before. Many pieces don't sit flush / leave gaps. There's no back panel, so it needs to sit against the wall. It's very light. I suspect my kid might knock it over while using it, would return it if it wasn't on sale. Otherwise, it's cute and functional. I really hope my fingers have enough dexterity for this. I already have some pretty baby hands, and I wouldn't say I'm flexible or anything, so this might become a mess. Glendower says, flimsy! Not particularly great. Flimsy to put together, not recommended. Well, I'll test that. Donna says, damaged. This was meant to be a birthday present for my grandson, but has just been delivered like this. Really not happy, as I can't give it as a gift now. I guess my box has a little bit of dings and stuff in that, but that could have just been for me. I could probably still give this as a gift. All right, let's dig into it. Team Loose Screwdriver, if you know, you know. Here we go. So this was like 40, 50 bucks or something like that. Oh no. Oh dear. I really hope I'm smart enough to put this together. Finger dexterity, more like, am I even smart enough? I can barely do IKEA. How in the world am I supposed to do this? All right, we got a bunch of parts and a bunch of plastic. This seems to be the doors due to the hinges. Oh my gosh, it comes with screws. Oh no. I find it funny how in the instructions, it's literally just someone taking a picture with like their phone and it's like black and white. It's not some sort of like, you know, IKEA furniture where they got like renders. It's just someone taking a picture. I respect the authenticity. This goes on here. Locked in. Boom. All done. Finger dexterity. Myth busted? I mean, I think that was pretty easy. But let's have an actual look at this good guy itself. This is obviously for a headset. We'll use a mouse instead. It's perfect. On the sides, this is for the controllers, of course. I got my Fortnite one. I got my Nintendo Switch Minecraft one. While we're at it, we got a Nintendo Switch Pro controller and an Xbox controller. We got them all. You know what? That actually fits really snug. I like that. I like that a lot. I forgot I put the mouse on top of that. All right, now for the grand reveal. Let's open it up. Whoa. Whoa now. So yeah, these are the game holders. Let's get some games. Nintendo Switch video. We gotta use Nintendo Switch games. All right, let's do it. Madden 26. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Tamagotchi Plaza. Uh-huh. Kanitsugami. That's in. Yeah, that actually works. That works for my Nintendo Switch 2 games, and they even have this little crater underneath for extra tools like your screwdrivers. And when it closes, it is magnets. I mean, obviously it's a little bit cheap, but it, it does the trick. It probably could have been 3D printed, but now with like, the Minecraft detail. Now, kind of like what one of the reviews were saying, it needs to be up against a wall. Oh, wait, no, you can push them all the way back. Huh. So I get what they're saying. It should be against the wall, I guess, but I don't think it needs to be against the wall because I tried to push them through the back and they don't actually fall through. If it was a little higher quality and, a little bit cheaper, then I probably would have given this 5 stars. So you know what? I got to give this 4 stars. It's a good little kit. My fingers still exist. Next up, the Minecraft case. This is also from PvP, just like this controller, and it's simply just a case. I can't really find any negative or interesting reviews on this one. People just say that it's good and it does the trick, so good job to them. On the inside, you can put a lot of really cool accessories, little tiny accessories in it. Actually, there's no game slots. Oh, okay, interesting. There is like a built-in stand to it, so if you wanted to put a stand on your Switch, you can. However, it's got one of these kickstands, so I don't know how necessary that actually is. Maybe if you had a Nintendo Switch Lite, actually that would make sense because you can put a Switch 2 insert in here. Oh. Ha. It's a Switch 1 accessory. Oh, I'm so goofy. Of course it's a Nintendo Switch 1 accessory. There it is. Well, first of all, it looks really cool. It's got like a 3D creeper on it, and that's really the only 3D thing on it. It's got a shiny parrot and shiny Steve. And it's got Minecraft on the back of it. Now, one weird thing about this is the fact that this looks yellowed, but that's just how it came. At least I think that's how it came. They sent me this a while ago. The front also gets a little bit of scratches on it, but you know what, overall, I gotta give it 4 stars. And you might notice that I play a lot of games. It seriously never ends. And that's thanks to Cooptech power banks. They've been absolute chads and lifesavers. Look at them. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. And it's because of these that I've been able to crank these games out left, right, and center all the time without needing to worry about the Switch 2's power. Because with the Switch 2's pretty limited battery life, I've been able to game for multiple hours at a time because I've got these boys backing me up. This one right here is the Cooptech CP25 45 watt power bank. It's got a massive 20,000 milliamp hour capacity, which can keep my Switch 2 charged the entire time I sit down and play. Whether I'm playing the Switch 2 myself or even just topping up my Pro Controller if I forgot to plug it in the day before and I don't want to sit close to a power outlet. I actually do this. And it doesn't just handle gaming. With the 45 watt fast charging, if my phone dies, this thing gets it back up so fast, I barely feel like it was ever close to dying. Now here's the thing I really like. It's small enough that I can take on trips and it easily fits in my bag. I bought it on a recent flight because yes, it's airplane safe and it wasn't a hassle at all. Now another reason it saved me so much hassle was because I didn't need to worry about digging through my never-ending pile of tangled cords, because this one has a built-in USB-C that I can just plug into my phone, plug into my Switch 2, and then when I'm done using it, I can just easily slide it back in. But if you wanted to plug in more than just one device, you can. This has 2 additional output ports, so I can charge my Switch 2, my phone, and even an extra accessory all at once. And look at this. It even tells me how much battery I have left, down to the percentage, which some battery banks still don't have somehow. So if you're tired of dealing with the Switch 2's short battery life, or just want one power bank that can handle your phone, your controllers, and your console all at once, this is it. This battery bank has the capacity, the speed, and the convenience for me to take it everywhere I go and not have to worry about my Switch 2 dying. So links in the description if you want to grab one. And hey, thanks to Cooptech for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to it. All right. Tico Direct. Now I've seen these Tico Direct all over Amazon. They print Minecraft accessories like it's their job. So let's open them up and have a quick peek. These are Creeper thumb grips. Now before we test them out, let's look at some reviews. Rank Drow says, doesn't fit the Switch. Doesn't fit as advertised. Slightly too large. And they wiggle right off the Joy-Con when used. They do fit over top the rubber grip of an undamaged Joy-Con stick, I guess for added protection or decoration, but they are not a substitute for a thumb grip. Okay. I think this person doesn't understand what thumb grips are for. I think they thought that these thumb grips were meant to replace the actual grip and not, you know, just be put over top of them. I think they don't understand what thumb grips are, but let's keep looking. Leanne says, these are too big for the Joy-Con. They are cute, but don't fit on the Joy-Con. Aiden says, it just rattles around, super loose. I can imagine this will fit if you still have your original thumb grips intact. What, does everyone keep breaking their thumb grips? What the heck is happening here? What, this must be a thumb grip party or something, where we break thumb grips together at a party. But if you kids lost them and ripped them off, these are useless. Do kids actually destroy the thumb grips on Joy-Cons? Is that a thing? Maybe that's why they didn't fit? We have to test them out. First of all, I gotta say, I've never seen a yellow creeper. I should also just say, I think this is the first Minecraft accessory that isn't actually officially licensed by Minecraft. Another red flag. Who knows if these are even legal? All right, let's try to put them on the Switch 1 grip, because I think that these are for the Switch 1, so let's try them out. Let's see if they're actually too loose. You know what? I think it's not too loose. Let's try out this yellow one. Dang! Now hold up, Sarge. These are pretty dang good. They're nice and grippy because they got these little square designs in them. They're actually not loose. All of these are busted. I guess everyone's thumbsticks were just broken, which is why they wanted to add these. And if your grips are broken, then they just don't fit properly. But that's actually nice. I might keep those on just for the memes. Let's see if it actually fits on a Switch 2 though. I highly doubt it will, but we gotta test. It fits, but clearly not well. I mean, it's on there. Honestly, the Switch 2 thumb grips are good enough that I don't think you actually need these additional random thumbsticks, so I'm just gonna take them off. But for thumbsticks, I never really use them, but I don't see why these aren't 5 stars. Aside from the fact that that's a yellow creeper. Actually, no, that's 4 stars. Those don't exist. Next up, this is a Switch carry case. More accessories from TIKO Direct. Same guys that made the thumbsticks. And it actually has a Switch logo on it. This cannot be allowed, can it? Now, this accessory has some of the craziest reviews I've ever seen on any of my videos I've ever done on accessories. I look at a lot of reviews. This one is absolutely insane because I have no idea what happened here. Let's look at these reviews. Kit says, product image is just straight up a lie. Delivery was fine, but the product image is false advertising. The case has one small decal in the middle, not at all like the picture, which shows a whole case textured image. Didn't even bother checking the rest. Will probably return. And they just have an image of like a random sticker on this case. And clearly the ad is more than just that. Mackenzie Jeans. This is the craziest review I've ever seen. We gotta read this. Disappointed and disgusted. If I could give 0 stars, I would. The pictures clearly speak for themselves, but this is what I received when I opened up the package. Scuffs on the side, random black spots on the outside, and completely disgustingly dirty inside of the case. I'm honestly shocked it came this way. I do not recommend this product unless you want something used and covered in mysterious black dots. Then this Switch case is for you. It looks like mold. It looks like this case has mold all over it, and I think that's what it is. I've seen one other accessory in my day where one review had a completely moldy controller. And I have to imagine this somehow got wet at the Amazon factory or something, and it just sat there for months and grew mold. This has to be mold. For any of you mold experts out there, tell me if that's mold. Let's open up Switch carry case. Okay, so first of all, from what the other guy says, this isn't just a decal in the middle of the Switch, so that's debunked. I don't think brother turned it over because there's the decal right there. He literally didn't even flip it over. He thought that this was the case and he just didn't open the rest of it. That's insane. Okay, first of all, you know what? I'm pretty impressed. We also have to mention, this is not a licensed carrying case from Minecraft. This is pretty low quality and, you know, we can tell that this is not a high quality case. You can kind of see that there's glue marks on the top of like the creeper design to show that it was glued down. Very odd. It's a pretty nice texture though. It's got like this fake leather on top of it. Seems high quality aside from its cosmetic blemishes. I mean, it seems a little dirty. Yeah, this front face just doesn't look that good, but the case seems pretty fine so far. All right, first of all, no mold. So that review is busted, thank goodness. Oh my gosh, I forgot how much was in this. We got 2 tempered glass screen protectors. That is so sweet. We even got a skin, yes. I mean, we have to put this on. For the outside, oh my gosh. That is not the zombie I know. Girl has a face. Also, the sticker looks like it's actually printed on the foam. Can you see that? And if I tear it off, I bet it's gonna rip off. Like, literally it ripped off on the foam. Is that gonna happen with the other one too? Yep, there goes half of Steve's pickaxe. Look at this, the back of the shell is a creeper and an ocelot. Look how happy they are. It's got like a really cheap Minecraft logo on it. Putting a Minecraft skin on my Fortnite Joy-Con just feels wrong. I mean, this is pretty high quality. Obviously there's some really weird quirks, like this is not a zombie render. They put a sticker over top of the buttonhole, so you actually need to peel off a part of the design, which is just weird. But you know what, it comes with a lot of stuff. It comes with a screen protector. Oh, look! More thumb grips, and none of them are yellow. They're all green. Let's go, that's sweet. For some reason, there's a lightning bolt in here. When it comes to protecting your Switch, you know, it's got the glass, it's got the back thing, which is pretty decent quality for what I've seen. It'll do the trick. It's just not official, which makes it kind of sketchy. So I gotta give this 3 stars. So yeah, moving on. Next up, the Diamond Sword Joy-Con grip. I couldn't find this anywhere. This isn't on Amazon. You can't just go to the store and buy it. I had to specifically look for this one on eBay. It was a total of $20. And this is all it is. So let's test it out. First of all, the condition of this thing, I got this just loose in a package. There's quite a few scratches on the back of this, which makes me a little bit worried. There's a few scratches. Some of the paint is kind of rubbing off. And on the back, well, it's honestly dirty. It's pretty dirty. This is from Power A, which is kind of alongside the PDPs where it's licensed by Nintendo, but the quality's not always there. And you know, for this one, the grip doesn't feel horrible without Joy-Con in it. There's like a pretty decent texture on the back, which gives me some good grip, and I appreciate that. I love to have grip. So let's put on the Fortnite Joy-Con. Let me take this Minecraft thing off. This is an accessory. I think it feels a little bit better than the OG accessory that actually comes with the Switch, but it doesn't look as good. Again, you can just tell it's a little bit lower quality, but I think it's a little bit bigger. The texture on the back is a little bit nicer, but I mean, it is just a piece of plastic that you put your Joy-Con in. So I'm gonna give this 4 stars. It does the trick, it does it well. We're doing a durability test against the wall. We actually got a little bit of damage right there, but who says that's me? We're actually testing it out because kids would use it, and I just want to make sure that it's durable for all the kids. Oh, what the heck happened there? How did that even happen? As you can see, I've done a couple durability tests on the wall, but I think this one was the most vicious. So you could probably actually hurt someone with this. Probably because it's a diamond sword, and diamond swords are pretty strong. Yeah, but you know what? It's held up well. I have to give it 4 stars now. All right, next up, look, a Nintendo Switch accessory. So this is a protective case, but before we open it, the back is really weird. First of all, it doesn't look like a Switch Lite, but it is a smart cover, Switch Lite special purpose. I have no idea what that could possibly mean. Like, there's a smartphone. I don't know what makes a cover smart. Can it order me DoorDash or something? See, the product features say high quality TPU material, but the weird one, humanization design. Humanization? Humanization is the process of making something or someone more human, either by giving them human qualities or improving conditions for humans. All right then, let's open this up. It's pretty much the same case as the last one we saw. It's got the creeper running away from these little silly little ocelots, and it's a pretty decent material. Now here's the kicker. I left my Switch Lite at home, and I'm not at home right now, so you're just gonna have to trust me, bro. This is literally the same case as the one that we got on the regular Switch. So I don't remember what I ranked that one. I think 3 stars, so that's probably what this one is. Okay, let's move on. Next up, the Game Cards Portable Storage Box. I need it. So this is once again made by the same people who did all those other random third-party Minecraft accessories, but this has some really weird reviews. Let's read. Metal Moo says, top isn't glued. I'm confused. How do you keep the top on? Cute idea, but very poor execution. And they even show a video of the top just literally not being on. Brother. Ashley says, no place to safely store games. Not as advertised. Missing the interior to put the game in safely. And I guess there's supposed to be like a plastic lining on the inside, which just isn't there. We gotta test this out. Now, I gotta just say before we continue this one, there are so many Minecraft accessories that are just kind of like random. There's a lot of customizable Minecraft accessories that you can buy on Etsy. There's still a lot more random creeper accessories you can buy from random brands. There's more than one storage case, but this is just the most interesting one. So if you want me to do a part 2 of like these random customizable accessories, let me know and I'll do that next. First of all, let's have a look. I'm not gonna lie, I like how it's textured. You can tell that once again the top is just glued on, but to bust the first review, the top is on. It's not coming off. That one must have been a dud. So I'm sorry, Metal Moo, your review is busted. Now let's open this up. Okay, and boom. So the lining can come off, and Ashley's just wasn't in there, so at least we got that one. So both of these reviews are busted. We just gotta see how good this actually is. So obviously, as you can tell, this is supposed to store your Nintendo Switch cartridges so that you don't need to bring around the cases and all that stuff. I use one of these all the time. I carry around all my games in things like this. Got some games here. Let's throw them in. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's perfect. I mean, I can't complain. And by the way, yes, the Nintendo Switch 2 cartridges are the same size, so it'll also work for the Switch 2. But let's do the shake test. Wow, it works. It's not like the highest quality. It's a really cheap plastic on the side. It's got the creeper face, so I mean, this works. The magnets aren't super strong to keep it closed, and I kind of wish there was more storage slots. I also don't understand why there needs to be so many micro SD card slots. Like, you're not just regularly going around changing your micro SD card unless you're like a photographer or something. You know what? I can't complain. If it was a little higher quality, I would have given it 5 stars, but for this, I gotta give this 4 stars. Which Minecraft accessory is your favorite, and do you have any? Please consider liking and subscribing if you liked it. And hey, consider becoming a channel member to get videos early, exclusive content, and your name at the end of the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. See you later.